think about that, right? I mean, if we're going to be honest, right? If a lot of us are honest, we wouldn't do that today. And a lot of us don't even yet know what our niche is. We don't know what line of business we want to go and get. We don't have a full grasp on the purpose and on the mission, on the lifelong goal yet, right? And we already trying to skip steps. We're already trying to get out of where we are right now, right? In order to go to something else. You know what I'm saying? We're not willing yet to be like Jesus. And guess what? Get up every single day. You know what's so amazing to me when I was thinking about this, right? Because I had to consider like superheroes, right? And I'm thinking like, when you think about Spider-Man or something, and he got bit by this spider and realized he can climb walls and shoot stuff with webs. You know, every superhero will then start, you will see there's a period or moment, at least minimally, where they start to use that gift selfishly. So what do you see Spider-Man do? He sit down in his chair and instead of getting up and going to grab the cup off the table, he's going to shoot the web over there, right, and bring it to himself. Instead of walking normally to school, he going to say, I ain't got to walk like a normal person. I'm going to just climb the thing and just swing to school, right? I'm going to just use the gift in a sense, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? Superpower, right? I'm going to use it selfishly, right? But think about Jesus. For 18 years, Jesus didn't blink his eyes and then just show up in the carpenter shop. He didn't just speak a word and then the chair got made, right? He didn't do that. Jesus actually walked to the carpenter shop every day, just like anybody else would have to walk to the carpenter shop. He didn't skip any steps. He went, and if he had to cut down a tree, he went and cut down a tree. He didn't just command the tree to fall down. He had to take that sand, that paper, whatever they was using, the sand to get those rough edges off. He didn't just say, chair be smooth. No. He took the paper and he smoothed and he put in physical labor and work for 18 years. He was willing to do it for 18 years until the right time for him to move on to the next, right? And so for all of us, the question is, with all of the different things, all of the things we want to do, because God has given you a gift, a talent. God is calling you to enact the business that's going to have impact on people, right? He's calling you to do something great. But whether you know what that thing is yet, whether you know what your purpose is, whether you know what that gift is, whether you understand, right, what God has placed in your hand yet, it doesn't matter, right? What matters is how faithful are you in the thing right now? Like, are you skipping steps? You entered into this new career path, this new business, right? And instead of putting the groundwork in and saying, I'm going to make the calls every day that I need to do in order to connect with the people, in order to learn how to work this business, I don't want to do that. I'm going to just skip over this whole thing and get to this place and make this money and make this impact on these people in their lives, right? And get to this position. Jesus didn't even do that, though. Jesus, I mean, I know, right? My wife laughing because you're right. Jesus ain't even do that. Jesus ain't even skip steps. And he could have just commanded the steps to be gone. You know what I'm saying? So how are we going to do that, right, in our entrepreneurial pursuits? No, that's not how it works, right? That's not how it works. So we have to be willing, right, to put in the effort, the energy for 18 years. And guess what? Your 18 years could be 5. Your 18 years could be 40. It doesn't matter though. What matters is that you have to be faithful in that arena, in that area, until God is ready to move you on to that next area of life. Let me tell you, the thing that I realized is that people who had a lot of impact really it's not like they're doing a lot of different stuff. When I think about Martin Luther, if anybody out here has read the book, The Great Controversy, great book. You need to check that book out. If you don't have it, reach out to me. I can get you a copy, right? But in that book, it talks about Martin Luther and what he did for the Reformation. And I was thinking about Martin Luther, I was realizing Martin Luther didn't really do a lot of stuff outside of Wittenberg like that. He really was faithful at preaching and writing in Wittenberg. But guess what? His impact literally covered the whole globe, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because he was faithful in what he was sent to do. He was faithful in that thing. You see what I'm saying? So I want us to remember that, right? That God has given us the scriptures. And what I want to continually remind us is that good business principles are Christian Bible principles. It's no like they work hand in hand. There's literally no difference. Like it's the same thing. We can lift it and take it into our business practices because they work hand in hand. They're the same thing, right? So when you look at the life of Jesus, this is pre-30 Jesus, like I said before. We're talking about pre-30 Jesus. He teaches us lessons too, not just 30 plus Jesus. And we love Jesus at every age and in every period. But right now we're talking about pre-30 Jesus and what he did and how he was an example for us, not just in our regular everyday life, but also in our entrepreneurial pursuits. Jesus is an example. Are we willing to walk to the carpenter shop every single day, not skip steps, right? Still build the chair every single day. I read a statement about Jesus in his life, in his early life, and it says he was just as faithful in his work as a carpenter as he was in his character in life, in his work in the ministry. See, we think that when I get to this certain point in my business, right, then I'm gonna be able to do this or be like this, right? When I get a certain amount of capital, right, I can do this and be like this. When I have a certain amount of backing, no. That's not how it works, right? The Lord says, he that is faithful in that which is least is faithful in that which is much, right? And so if you're not willing to put in the work right now, we have no clients, you're not gonna put in work, we got more clients. If you can't handle the little clients, how you gonna handle 10 if you can't handle 2? You see what I'm saying? How you gonna be able to do that? It don't make sense. It don't add up, right? So I hope that was a blessing. If that was a blessing, man, y'all let me know so that I don't want to think that I'm just out here just being blessed. Still was a blessing to me. I mean, even if it wasn't blessed to y'all, it's still blessing me, okay? But I think that was, that was a powerful lesson that the Lord taught me this week that I wanted to share with you guys, right? As you're on your entrepreneurial pursuits. And so again, man, this is something that I want to seek to continue to share what the Lord has poured upon me. I call it Tent Makers 101, right? Tent Makers 101. The tent maker is somebody, right, who's using their gift, their talent, their business, right, for the purpose of making an impact to glorify God, right? And so we're talking about biblical entrepreneurship, right? You know what I'm saying? Where Christian principles, right? Where we talk about Christian principles fueling our business practices.